What's up, y'all? How are you? I hope you're well today. So this is gonna be a shorter video. I don't have too much to say. I've kind of been more so meditating out here. But anyways, I decided on a name for the channel. It's gonna be Decoding the Divine. Decoding the Divine. And I feel like that best encapsulates what my goal is to do on this channel, right? I'm not here to create a new religion or create a freaking cult or anything like that. I'm here to take a curious look at the divine properties of our existence, of our reality, because there's a lot more going on, obviously, that we all know. We all know there's a higher power here, and we all know that things work, right? There's a reason why the same apples have been here for centuries and centuries. You know, there's a system that works. Nature is built for abundance, right? It's not built for us to barely get by. Nature is literally designed to be abundant. It's designed for wealth. Nature is designed for wealth. You plant one seed, it creates multiple fruit, right? You plant those, they create multiple, right? It's exponential. The whole universe is built to be, it's built to not just survive, it's built to thrive. The universe is designed to thrive. However, we are in a society that is designed for some to thrive at the expense of others not, right? And so it's in the best benefit of those thriving for those that are not to stay in a state where they're not thriving, right? It just is what it is. So here at Decoding the Divine, it's to help what's the word? Let me not get too caught up on the word. It's more about the message. But you know, I'm here to help cultivate more of this curiosity, more of looking at these divine things, because it's knowledge. Knowledge is the X factor, right? Knowledge is power. So if we can understand more about these divine principles of our reality, we can then apply that in so many ways, right? If you understand more of the feminine and the masculine properties of this whole universe, you will be able to look at situations, you'll be able to look at people, you'll be able to look forward in the future and kind of see how things play out, because you'll understand how these feminine and masculine energies play off of themselves and off of one another, right? And it plays out in so many ways, more so than just physical being a human, you know, sexual side of it. It plays out when you look at just everything, right? Just the design of everything. When you can understand more so the base code, the coding language of the universe, which is these masculine and feminine energies that play out in multiple ways, right? So if you can understand this, you can understand so much more. You'll have a basis for understanding why the mood switches, why vibes switch, why certain people you'll be able to read intentions off of people more so than having to hear what they have to say. You'll be able to understand more and not look at it in a judging way, and not look at people in a way like, oh, I know more than you, you know, I'm more enlightened or whatever. It's more about just having a deeper understanding of what's going on, of why people do certain things, of, oh, okay, this person is going through this, or this person behaves this way because they didn't have their mother in their life, they didn't have their father in life, they dealt with a loss or something, right? There's a certain aspect of them where they may be overcompensating, or, you know, it may be damaged in a sense, but it's not to look at people like to manipulate them or whatever, you know. I don't believe in that stuff. We're here to help raise the consciousness and help connect people and bring people back together, because we are in a state where we're so separated. And separation is a beautiful thing. We all love our privacy. You know, we all love the diversity, but we haven't fully embraced the diversity of the world. We are coming back to it, which is a beautiful thing. We are coming into that kind of space. However, there's a lot of separation in the world, and so much of our separation, you know, we are fractured in a sense as people, right? We all have different beliefs. We all have different languages. We all think differently. We are all at odds, right? We are all labeled and label ourselves in so many ways that it's really hard for people to come together, because there's so many reasons why people can find differences in each other, right? So there is a common factor though, and that is the divine. right? That is a certain aspect that controls everything, right? You are either male, female, or whatever. You can call yourself whatever, but if you look at the universe and you look at everything, right? Zeros and ones. That's what we're talking about here, right? Zeros and ones. So that's what we're doing here at Decoding the Divine. And also by giving people more understanding and more knowledge of the divine and the universe, we can then start to get into more expansive subjects, right? We can start to talk about the cosmos more. We can start to talk about aspects of our history, aspects of who we are in our divine history, you know what I mean? As a soul, in levels of the multi-dimensional aspect of who we are, but we have to kind of get to the basis of the masculine and feminine thing, so we can kind of get out of fear, we can get out of ego trips, we can get out of responding to things in old ways, repeating the same patterns, instead of understanding more of the connectivity, seeing the connectivity, looking at to having a mindset where we see the connectivity of it all rather than seeing the separation of everything, right? So that's what we're here to do. We're here to raise consciousness, and we're here to empower you. I'm not this on this channel. I'm not going to tell you, hey, you need to go, get on your knees. Hey, you need to go do this. I'm empowering you to look at life in a more expansive way, because when you do, you will understand how amazing it is to be a man, to be a woman, to also participate in this whole tapestry of the universe in your own unique essence, and how you can bring so much to the table, and how you already do, but to further emphasize that and to further put that back in yourself, because a lot of us in this timeline, we don't have a lot of mentors. We're lucky, but it's for a lot of reasons. I'm not going to get into it, but it's, a lot of us, we're just trying to do the best that we can with what we have, right? And a lot of us haven't been told too much, haven't been, but it's not anyone's fault at all. It's just the state of the world, and that's the state of where we are. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I want to keep it short. This is not a crazy video or nothing. I'm not dropping any truth bombs. I'm not going crazy. This is kind of a little bit of an overview, but also to kind of give y'all a little update as far as the channel name. But yeah, that's what we're here to do. Here to raise consciousness. Here to get people to think on maybe a few different tangents, but not anything out of the way where, hey, I'm asking you to believe in this deity and this and that. No, this is just more about taking a closer look at the subtle energies that conduct everything around us, the masculine and the feminine, right? The universal energies, right? The land that we have, the air that we breathe, the space that is above us, the heavens, right? The stars. There's a reason for all of these things. It's not just, okay, everything was just placed there, and then now we just walk around and it's like whatever, and then we die, and then there's so much stuff that doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really need to make sense. We just accept it is as it is, and then we just die, and then we go in the dirt, or we don't exist anymore. It's just kind of like, okay. Like there's so much more to the world than that, but we are in a point where that's all people feel like there is to existence, and that's all they feel there is to live. There's no really meaning, there's no real point. All this, it's all just kind of like happening, and it all just kind of like the roll of the dice, and we are where we are now because the dice rolled a certain way. I rolled a 4 instead of a 6, but it's not like that. It's one massive, beautiful, ongoing, infinite source of life and energy and possibility that's divided itself many, many, many times, so that way it can experience itself. And it divided itself so much, and it wanted to become separate from itself, so that way it can experience what it is like to be your own individual person inside of your own game or your own, creation. So I'm trying to help touch my other soul sisters and brothers out there and be like, hey, y'all, I know it might look a certain way. I know this world and this life might look a certain way to where we have nothing to look forward to besides going to heaven. But it's the opposite. It's quite the opposite. We are in the miracle, that we are in heaven right now. It's just that we've been kind of tricked to not thrive. We've been tricked to not thrive, when this whole place is designed. It's built to thrive. It's built for you to thrive. It's built for all of us to thrive. you know. But that's not the case, because it's a knowledge that a lot of people have. And like I said before, the world that we are in is designed, not the planet, but the world that we are in, the human world, the state of the world, is designed for not everyone to thrive, because people that do thrive make money off of those that don't. You know what I mean? So kind of bring it all back together. But that's what this channel's for. I'm trying to get us to thrive. Whether you just got time, you got money, whatever, this is to help you to see the value in everything, because what we are doing, just existing, being alive, is so valuable in itself in the grand scheme of things. Anyways, love y'all, and I'll see y'all around, and I'll see you in another video soon. Take care.